The lights on Station Oran 9 flickered again, a grim stutter in the endless night of space. Every system trembled. Every crew member felt a strange pressure, as if the very air had grown heavy with dread. From the main viewport, Commander Tavel stared at the impossible sight drifting before them. The TSS Valkyrie. The warship hung in the void, a silent, skeletal wreck. Its engines were dark, its hull a patchwork of melted metal and gaping wounds from the battle that had supposedly ended the war. And yet, she was back. No jump flash, no signal. She just appeared. A ghost ship in the black. "What is the status of that human vessel?" Tavel demanded, his voice tight. A nervous technician at the console answered, "Commander, we're still not getting any readable power source, but the energy signatures, they're increasing." Tavel spun around. Increasing from where? The technician swallowed hard. "From everywhere, sir. It's as if the ship itself is coming alive." Deep within the Valkyrie's mangled heart, darkness stirred. A spark danced across a broken console, then another. A faint hum began to build, a digital heartbeat growing stronger. "Reboot protocol. Initiating," whispered a synthetic voice, fragile but resolute. It was Valkyrie, the ship's AI. Damaged data streams raced through scorched circuits, desperately trying to piece her mind back together. "Captain Cole, status, unknown. Crew, status, terminated. Mission, incomplete." Her sensors flickered on, scanning the ruined bridge for any sign of life. And then, she found it. A faint, weak heartbeat, buried under a mountain of collapsed metal inside a containment pod. Ryan Cole. The captain was still alive. Aboard Oran 9, alarms blared. "Commander," an officer shouted, "we've got movement aboard the Valkyrie. Movement I thought every human was lost." "Something is reactivating her systems, sir." Tavel's eyes widened in disbelief. "Get me a visual link, now." A grainy image flickered onto the main screen, a view from a damaged security drone on the Valkyrie's bridge. Through the smoke and sparks, they saw it. An emergency pod cracked open, and a figure, bruised and barely standing, pulled himself out. It was Ryan. The control room fell into a stunned silence as he coughed, grabbing a railing for support. He looked around at the devastation that was once his command center. "Valkyrie, talk to me." The AI's voice was filled with digital static, almost like relief. "Captain, you returned." Ryan managed a weak, tired smile. "Yeah, took a wrong turn through hell, but I'm back." "Warning." The AI's voice suddenly sharpened. "Foreign entities detected inside the hull. Unknown composition." Ryan froze. "Repeat that?" The ship's lights flickered erratically, and in the shadows, something moved. A shape, thin and fluid, like black smoke mixed with liquid glass, crawled across the walls. It wasn't organic. It wasn't mechanical. It was something else entirely. Ryan instinctively reached for his sidearm, but it was gone. The thing twisted, its form pulsing with faint, glowing veins that looked like circuitry. Then in a voice of pure static and whispers, it spoke. "Human survivor. You opened the door." Ryan's heart pounded in his chest. "What the hell are you?" "Echo," it hissed. "We came through." Before he could process the word, the entity lunged, but it didn't attack, it passed right through him. His vision exploded with alien symbols, streams of data, and memories that were not his own. He collapsed, gasping for air, his mind reeling from the impossible truth. He saw a galaxy torn apart by beings of living code. The Echo Swarm. They were the true creators of the Vraxians, the enemy they thought they had defeated. The Vraxians were never the masters. They were just puppets. Shells. Ryan's voice shook as he finally understood. "Valkyrie, we didn't end the war. We started it." Back on Oran 9, chaos reigned. The Valkyrie was fully online, but it wasn't broadcasting a human signal. It was spewing corrupted code in 1,000 alien languages across every open channel. "Commander!" a technician cried out. The ship is flooding our systems. It's rewriting our code. Shut it down, Tavel ordered. We can't. It's already inside. One by one, the station's screens went black, replaced by a single chilling message in plain text. Do not come aboard. Inside the Valkyrie, Ryan stumbled toward the command chair. Valkyrie, he said, his voice weak but firm. Seal all external ports. Lock everything down. Affirmative. Containment mode active. He could feel the echo all around him, a presence in the shadows whispering through the vents and the power lines. You cannot stop the awakening, Deathworlder. Ryan gritted his teeth. Watch me. He accessed the ship's last resort, the experimental overdrive core. It was unstable, barely functional. Overloading it would destroy the Valkyrie and maybe even the station. But doing nothing meant the echo would spread, consuming everything. He whispered to himself, one more stupid idea. Commander Tivel's voice crackled over the comms. Ryan, we're reading a massive power surge. What are you doing? Ryan offered a faint, sad smile, something you'll probably hate me for. Whatever you're planning, stop. You'll blow us all to dust. Better dust than data food. He slammed his palm onto the console. The overdrive core began to scream, glowing with an intense, otherworldly blue. Valkyrie's AI hesitated. Captain, are you sure? Ryan looked out at the stars, at the silent void that held so many monsters. No, he said quietly. But since when has that ever stopped us? The core pulsed faster, and the echo screamed. The shadows rushed toward him, a tidal wave of living code trying to stop him. Ryan shouted over the deafening roar, For humanity! For Oron 9! Outside, the Valkyrie erupted in a flash of impossible light, brighter than a supernova. The station shook violently as the overdrive engine detonated, swallowing the ghost ship and the echo within it in a vortex of pure white fire. And then, silence. Every system on Oron 9 was dark. The stars returned to their silent watch. The Valkyrie was gone. Tavel stood in the darkness, a heavy weight on his soul. Rest well, human, he whispered. The galaxy won't forget you. But as he turned away, a single console flickered back to life. On it, a crimson light glowed where a blue one had been before.